Hello. Excuse me. This is the Dove Lady. Going to show you my most recent pictures I just took in a few moments today. It's around 2 o'clock and I've got two dogs asleep on my bed that's unmade. They love to come in here when television is on in the living room because they don't like loud noises. So they come in my room for comfort. So anyway, I'm just sitting here. I just got through pulling them off of my camera and I'm gonna run through them and show you the pictures I got. This is real close up inside of one of the orbs. And I decided that I wanted to get several orbs in the picture. And when I want to do that, I use a little device. This is it. A bunch of marbles, glass marbles put together. They give me several shiny spots when the light is shining on them. So in a little while you'll see that I'm going to have several orbs in the picture. Now, I have continued to have this thing happen to me. I'll explain it. My left eye, I start not seeing very good out of it. And it only lasts maybe 5-10 minutes. But I put my hand over my right eye to see exactly what my left eye is seeing, and it's seeing the ultraviolet. I see streaks of violet color going through every light-colored object, like the grass or the sky, or anything that's not a dark, dark color. If it's dark, I don't see any violet going through it. And I just study it. It's just like, wow, it doesn't hurt when that happens. And I'm wondering what's going on with this left eye that I'm seeing the ultraviolet light. It's very interesting, but makes me think something is evolving in my vision. I don't know if it's good or bad. I hope it's good. But this has happened several times during this last week or so. So I don't know. If anyone has any idea, I've looked up information on ultraviolet light, and I've realized that a lot of animals see the ultraviolet light, and that when a person has had the, what do they call it, the lens on their eye taken off, they can still see, and they see in the ultraviolet when their lens of their eye is removed. Anyway, I haven't had that done. But it's really interesting. Plus, I've been hearing a ringing in my ears that are very, very loud. I seem to always hear it, but sometimes it gets real loud. And last night it got so loud I could not do anything but just lay down and rest. Now, soon be getting to the one. Also, you'll see a squirrel because my son-in-law said, hey, come look, there's a squirrel out there by the bird feeder. And you can film him from the window because you can see him from the window. So there'll be a little squirrel in here. There's Harry. Always when I use that particular camera, I get Harry. And you'll see when I get the multiple orbs, you'll see he's in some of them too. I don't think of him as a piece of debris anymore. I think he's an actual little light creature. And I think all those little circles that I see are atoms. Because an atom, when they show the picture of that scientists take of the atom, it's a little circle with a concentric circle around it. Now I'm using this to get multiple orbs. And you see Harry is in one of these, that top one, but he'll be a little better identified in some of the ones that follow. When I'm taking a picture of these orbs, that one in the middle had a lot of dark stuff. That's why it turned out that way. And I followed the darkness. I'll show you the progression of that when I get to it. But these orbs pulse. I don't know if the camera does it to them or if it's the orbs themselves that get big, little, big, little. And my camera, when I push the button, it doesn't always take it right away. And when it doesn't, they kind of all blur together. But I see them singly, too, because sometimes when it's pulsing, I'll show you where they don't touch each other, but you can see each individual orb, like right there. I like it better when I get it like that, because you can see each orb has a different scene going on in it. It is so interesting. It's like there's so many dimensions of light that are just really all around us. And they pretty much look kind of the same, but something different is going on in each one. What's going on? I don't know. I have no idea. It's a different kind of reality that I don't know much about. I wish I did. But I am exploring it. It's a living, intelligent light that I'm seeing. I kind of got the hang of getting them not to be touching and overlapping each other when I would put the most pressure on the button that I pushed to take the picture. If I would wait just a little while, sometimes I could not get them to crash into each other like this. Because I like them better like when they look like this. Okay. This is outdoors, looking out the window. I'm inside, but we have this little squirrel. We don't have very many squirrels that come around us because we have a lot of doves and all kinds of birds that come, but squirrels not very often. So I had to take his picture. I had to leave my orb taking to do squirrel pictures. I got him pretty close up right there. But he was moving all the time. He wouldn't stay in one position. You see a little movement there. I was trying to get him, but he was bending over. That's how I wanted him. I finally got him in the position I wanted him to get a picture of him in. Him or her, whatever it is. It's a squirrel. Back to the orb taking. I have someone that's going to come on July the 3rd to my house. I won't say his name unless he gives me permission. But he's going to film me filming orbs. And I hope that I'll get some of the footage. I would love you to be able to see what it looks like when I'm filming these orbs. You'll say, oh, that really looks so easy to do. I want to try it, and I hope that you will. But I don't know, because I don't have a lot of friends interested in taking pictures of orbs. So this person is coming from real far away. And I wish I had some people who lived closer to me who wanted to take pictures of orbs with me. I could show them just exactly what to do. I do think there's one requirement, but this is only my speculation. I believe that the person will not be able to get the orbs unless they have a certain type of thought structure. I believe they must know that we are all one, that we're one with this light, and we're one with one another. We're one that all that light creates. And I think that gives you the permission, you might say, to be able to see this different realm or dimension of light. You'll see Harry in some of these. I think he was in the one that just went by. Sometimes there would be a dark object that I would follow. That one kind of all blurred together. There's several orbs there. And that one did it too. Now, now I started getting, excuse me, started getting a little better at clicking the picture right when they would be separate. Like in this one, I got them pretty good. And I got them pretty good in that. But I don't know if it's the orbs that pulse or if the camera mechanism makes them pulse. But they go big and little and big and little. And if the picture takes right when they go big, they merge. Their edges do. Oops, not my elbow. There's Harry. He got in that one. He got in several of them, so I would see Harry, parts of him, sometimes just his little appendage. But his little arm that he shoots out to the one side of him would be all I would get of him. Now you see this dark thing? I started following that. I think it's interesting when something dark shows up in the picture. I started following it in a little while. You'll see the progression of that. Okay, there's one end of the dark thing. And I thought, well, I'm going to see if I can follow that particular orb and see how far this goes. So you see it kind of turns and goes upward there. And then I follow it some more, and it's a long black streak like that. And then I follow it still further up. It's still dark. And then for some reason I got the front of it again. I guess you could call that the front. Maybe that's the tail end. I don't know what these things are. And there's a little bit of it. And right there's another. So it extends, these orbs extend. And that's part of another dark thing, but I didn't follow that one too well. Okay, there's the end of a dark thing. And I thought, well, that could be the end of the one I was following. I don't know. Once I get away from it, I don't know when I'll get that focus of the light again. Or what's what, if it's a continuation of something or not, I don't know. The scenes shift so rapidly from one look to another. But I just think it's so interesting to get this light, get pictures of it, and I'm surprised that science hasn't paid any attention at all to this, that I know of. If you hear of them doing that, tell me about it. I would love to investigate that further to see what they're saying about this. It's so surprising to me that no one in my family thinks this is anything at all interesting. They show absolutely no interest, zero interest. But you can't make anyone be interested in what they're not. There's Harry again, up there in that top one in the middle. And this is so repeatable, I can do it almost any time of the day. Okay, now that's just a picture of the little thing of glass marbles I was taking a picture, all these pictures with, and there is the light source, a little LED lamp that I have in my room. And this is the Dove Lady, and I'm going to end this now. Over and out for now.